Boss battles. More lore time. New tools unlocked. Even more boss battles. New upgrades. Today we're gonna dive deeper, gather more crafting supplies, and make tons of gold. Let's get into it. Starting with upgrading our cash register. I remembered to visit the Wooden Hat as well. The owner's name is Eris. Oh, a customer. My apologies, it's just, this book, it's so good. Okay, yes, I am Eris Weaver and Potion Master. Come to the Wooden Hat when you need a potion or enchantment. I'm going to buy 3 potions using my slime jelly for the discount. She can also enchant weapons and armor. I'm going to enchant my sword and shield once since I have the golden materials. It'll give the weapon a nice damage buff. Let's go see how much loot we can find.
We're gonna start with going left.
That slime is bigger than normal. Ah, it's trying to eat me. Hey, a free potion. From the wear of their bodies, I would have to say these golems have been fighting here for centuries. Whatever power supplies them, it must be darn near infinite. This must be a healing room. Why? Why do our tools keep disappearing? Chambers full of precious stone are left untouched. But rooms and chests holding our most basic tools keep vanishing. Oh boy, boss battle. How am I supposed to dodge that? Nice, at least I can block its attacks. I'm able to block this one also. A decent loot explosion. I think this was more of a mini boss.
I decided to finish exploring the other parts of this floor.
What is that thing? The slime on the floor slows me down. There's a secret room here. I think someone dropped something in here. Good for me though. That's a lot of enemies. I missed the slime in the abyss this time. Ooh, a chest. Hey, give me that. Lore time. So, I was attacked by a moving rock today. Can you imagine? A rock that moves? I did what any sensible person would do in this situation, and smacked it right back. It shattered upon the ground, leaving behind a stone heart. A core, as we have come to call it. It's one of the many unique treasures that can only be found in this dungeon. Dropped by a guard unique to only this dungeon. I have to say, each of these dungeons have a very particular environment. A culture all its own. So I guess according to the lore book, each dungeon will have unique loot and enemies. Why is there so much slime? That room was a little rough. Oh no, this ain't good. Another secret room on the right in the abyss. Sweet, another book pedestal. I saw the slime in the abyss this time, but chose to ignore it. Took a dip to heal up. What's this? This is one of the strange devices that creature dropped when he fled. This one's rich actually, almost quite literally rich. For every item you place into this device, gold of some perceived value drops out. It's great if you need to use your pendant in a pinch. The device looks like a mirror, so I am just gonna call it the mirror. Keeping it simple. I do wonder though, where do the treasures dropped inside go? And am I getting the best deal here? So not gonna lie, I forgot about this new tool for a bit and it bites me in the butt later. You'll see. I felt the pressure in this room and accidentally fell into the abyss, which was a bit of a blessing in disguise. Well, since I definitely meant to do that, let's go back to town. Here is this run's summary. I stocked the shelves and put up crafting materials for crafting weapons and armors. Let's do some business. I'll try 150 gold for the broken swords this time. Just remembered I put some in storage. I thought they could be used to craft with at first. Sadly, those two items were sold under value. Time to close up shop. Here is the day's sales summary. We made a nice profit of 7,700 gold. Now let's go see what we can afford to craft. First, let's get a medium helmet which gives no movement buff or debuff, but gives a nice bonus of plus 40 health. We don't have the materials for chest or boots yet. We can afford to upgrade the sword and shield, which will give it a plus 50 damage. Now let's go restock on potions so we can go back into the dungeons. Sadly was out of golden jelly, so we could only afford the one potion. Also couldn't afford any enchantments yet. So I'll have a total of 4 potions. Let's see how far we can get this time. Wow, able to one-shot him now. Another secret dungeon room with just an empty chest. If you know what these chests are for, please comment down below and let me know. Some quick free heals. Good, I need jelly for potions. I bet that skeleton's got something good on him. Wait, was that a free weapon? Yeah, that was. I got the Big Sword's first version for free. This is cool because I'd like to test all the weapons and armor before moving on to the next dungeon, even if I just have to farm off screen and give y'all a recap episode. From the wear of their bodies, I would have to say these golems have been fighting here for centuries. Whatever power supplies them, it must be darn near infinite. Definitely an easier fight. Time for some more lore. They are like moths. Like moths to the flame, I tell you. These adventurers. So many attracted to the dungeons. So many to only feel the burn. Luckily, if you pass out in the dungeon from exhaustion or pain, it spits you out, eventually. It's a messy ordeal. No one really knows what happens. But one eventually wakes up outside the dungeon, with only small traces of slime nearby and, well, any injuries that may have accumulated inside. Yes, some have left the dungeons to never return, but plenty have stuck it out. Many enjoyed the thrill of the fight, many looking for that big payday. There really is so much more to these dungeons, though. I noticed the slime in the abyss, but ignore it for now to continue clearing the dungeon map. I found a golem baby slime egg. What is it for? I also found a flying golem egg. Gotta love some free loot. It was at this moment that I knew I messed up. I had forgotten that using the pendant wasn't free. And I didn't know that the mirror would auto-sell things if you tried to go back to town without enough gold. Since I tried to go back and didn't have enough gold, it sold the flying golem egg. And after several items were sold, I decided to just continue on with the dive for now. I decided to go into the challenge rooms. I do sell things to the mirror that are low value when I don't have enough inventory space. Why can't I hurt the fire creature? Wait, did dodging through it stun it and make it vulnerable? Whoa, that's a big slime. Ah, it divided. Oh, come on, let me guess. Going to divide again into smaller slimes? I can't figure out how to get out. So the final reward is a dungeon temporary weapon. Kind of cool. Sadly, I'm about to go back to town. Here's the summary of the run. So this is an egg collection area. Wish I wouldn't have messed up in the flying golem egg auto sold. Hopefully we can find another, although I don't know what they are for. Are they just a collectible or do they provide something? If you know, let me know down in the comments. I'm restocking the shelves and I noticed gold runes have an up arrow. I believe that this means that the item is in high demand, so I'll charge more to test this. I'm going to increase the price by 20 gold. I put up the crafting materials. Seems like I was right about the higher demand and increasing the price. I'll have to try to pay attention for that in the future. I'll try increasing the golem cores by 5 gold and the water lamp by 10 gold. I'm selling a few fabric and foundry rests because I have a few stacks. Wow, the golem cores are still not high enough price. Foundry rests are higher demand also, so I'll increase them by 20 as well. Sadly, that block was priced too low also.
Fabric's demand is higher, so I'll increase it by 20.
Here's the day's summary. We made 5,200 gold with no demand changes. Let's see what we can afford at the forge. Sadly, we can't afford the bow just yet. But we can afford the medium chest armor, which gives a plus 40 to health. Time for the final dive of the episode. Up is the repeat lore room, so I'm assuming that I've now read all the lore in this dungeon. I skipped back to the starting room since this way is a dead end. Is that chest sinking? I better hurry. Good, I got it in time. Whoa, this is a bad room. Ah, a mimic. I didn't even know they were a thing in this game. I think the big sword will be good if I can get it on par with the sword and shield. That was a rough one. I skipped back to where the paths branched. Did some healing. This guy again. He's too easy now. Yes, got the flying golem egg again. Gotta make some room, and for the eagle-eyed amongst you, yes, there is another egg. The secret room contained one of those empty chests that I still don't know the purpose of. Don't even need it. I'm having a bit of an inventory problem. The corrupted golem warrior, so I guess every floor has a stronger boss. Wait, where did it go? Ouch! How am I supposed to know where it's coming from? Ha! Blocked you this time. Okay, that boss is definitely harder.
One more item dropped by that strange jelly creature.
This one is a little more straightforward than the mirror. Similar to our pendants, if given enough gold we can portal to safety. But, and this is a big but, the portal remains open after use. Meaning one may travel back from the very spot they departed from. Simply amazing. Very convenient. For the time being, let us call it a catalyst. Quick tip, catalyst requires quite a bit more gold than our pendants. Wow, 2,000 gold, but that sounds very useful. Let's head back to the store. Here's the summary. Let's open up Moonlighter for the final time this episode. I added the crafting materials to storage, but I kept a few of the higher priced things to try to figure out their value. Sadly, the rune tool was priced too low. I'll try 1,000 gold. Wow, 1,000 gold was still too low. I'll try 750 gold for the golem chisel. I don't know the golem designs one price, so I'll sell them separately. The first one starting at 1700 gold. So 1700 gold was still too high. I'll change it to 1500 gold for the other one. It's shocking the golem chisel is too high, being right below the rune tool. The golem chisel sold at 500 gold, and I took the golem designs off the shelf due to the demand dropping. I'll put it in storage. Here's the final day summary and demand changes. We made over 10,000 gold today. Well, we're gonna call it here. If you enjoyed, hit the like and subscribe to keep up with this playthrough and future ones. Thanks for watching, and remember, every respawn is an epic quest.